Thank you for tuning into my channel. My name is Gerald, the African Dream Interpreter. Today, I'm going to be giving my intake about the entire Basketball Wives, especially the season 8. Um, First of all, the show should be about lifting, like women coming together that have one thing in common, like basketball players, and they should be lifting each other up. Is that correct? But I have not seen that happening at all this season. So I just thought to have a say about it. Now I'm gonna be talking about all the castmates individually and tell you guys what I think about them. I've never really been a fan of the show like that, but since season 8 started, for some reason, OG has gotten my attention, just like she got all of America's attention for a good reason. So now let's start with the head, Shawnee O'Neal. First of all, you are the boss, Shawnee O'Neal. You should not be a part of the cast. You should be a boss in the background. If you have to be a part of the cast, you should treat everybody equal. You should treat OG, Cece, Malaysia, Shikwana, Phoebe, Evelyn, everybody. They should be treated equally. I forgot to mention Christine and Jackie Christine. But you see favor in a certain group of people that to you cannot do any wrong whatsoever. That is, Evelyn cannot do wrong to you. Christine cannot do any wrong. Phoebe cannot do wrong. Malaysia cannot do any wrong because those are the people you favor. You need tips from Mariah Hawk of Married to Medicine. She's the boss. But you see how she treats everybody even? She doesn't take sides. She tries to be the boss and at the same time be neutral. So Mariah Hawk, if you're watching this video, you need to call Shawnee O'Neal if you know her and give her some advice, some tips on what it takes to be a boss of a reality show. Treat everybody equal. And Shawnee, you are like a mom, you are a former wife. So a lot of people are counting on you, like you should be that role model, be fair to everybody. So you can be pleased when you're talking to your kids about being fair, about when you're talking to your ex-husband about being fair, when you're talking to America in general about being fair. You just have to be fair. And my advice to you, my final advice to you is for you to get off the show. Please, just get off the show so as to have everybody have equal rights, equal say about everything. Now, my second person that I'm going to be talking about is Malaysia. So, Malaysia Pargo, first of all, I'm trying to identify what race you are. Because from the beginning, you were this black, beautiful girl that I fell for, and you were my favorite of the show for like a long time, even though I didn't know about the show in details. But once I saw your picture, I was like, oh, she's pretty. That's my favorite. But considering, like, taking your picture of like maybe 6 years ago and comparing it to your present look, you have changed drastically. I can call you black, but then again, they say you look orange, and it kind of makes sense because I see you've changed a whole lot. So you have to keep us updated on what race you are. So maybe I can just go ahead and start saying you like you're inventing your own race, and it's called your the orange ethnicity, and you have to bring something to the show. Bring something so we find you interesting because I feel like you don't have any storyline at this point and you kind of like looking for something to clinch on. That's why you're trying to fight with OG. That's why you're trying to rely on the drama that CC and Christine are going like are having. because you want to clinch to that. Because this season we didn't see you do anything except for the fact that you climb on table to fight Jackie, which is aggressive. That is aggression in motion. That is aggression being played. So moving on to the next person, the smallest of them all, the one that is less interesting, the one that nobody talks about, the one that is just there because she makes up the number. And we're talking about Phoebe. First of all, Phoebe, you should be thanking Jackie for at least giving you something to add to your storyline this season. Because you did nothing memorable. I could not even remember your name. I had to recite your name like a couple of times before making this video just so I can say, oh, I remember her name and have something to say because you would have been forgotten. What do you bring to the table, Phoebe? What do you do? I'm thinking, I just want to know. I saw you made like this music video setting by a car rapping. Who will buy that track? Do you have any other music you're making? Anything like, I just want something fruitful from you because I'm not saying anything. So how about you just get off the show? Because it's already known that you're not interesting at all. That is why you clinging on to Shawnee so as to be able to come back if there is going to be another season. Now to the troublemaker, Evelyn Lozada. Evelyn Lizada. I call you Evelyn Lizada because one, you lie. Two, you another person without like a solid storyline. So you trying to clinch onto CZ and Christine drama so bad just to get people talking about you to increase your relevancy. You're not relevant, and now you are the non-motherfucking factor in this season. Karma has a way of getting back to people. Remember what you did to Tammy like years ago when you slept with her man and you called her a non-motherfucking factor? Now you are the non-motherfucking fucking factor. You see how life is? You see karma? And it's not really karma because OG does not even want your ex. She made it clear and it's all right in the text messages. And I enjoy seeing that look on your face when OG said, well, we actually started talking in 2011. You were like, I thought that was funny. So now, if you say Chad is your abuser whatsoever, how come he's only an abuser when you want him to be an abuser? Was he not an abuser when you had to quote unquote call or text him to send you messages that him and OG exchanged in the past? Was he abusive then? Wait, was he also abusive when you had a conversation with his daughter in a restaurant? Because for me, if I were to be a woman and I call a man an abusive person, I would want to have absolutely nothing to do with you at all. Once I walk away from that relationship, I don't want to talk to your daughter. I don't want to send you text messages or anything, but you're just showing the entire world that you are a fraud. So now it all makes sense when Tammy say that you lied on Chad. And you really, really, really lied on Chad. Because he's aggressive, he's this evil person that used to abuse you, but you can call him when you want to call him. And you can call him to prove a point. You can call him when you want receipts. So get your facts right. So again, I want to point out the fact that is it true that you, Evelyn Lozada, you said in the past that you are not, you have absolutely no ties whatsoever with being black? Is that true? But I scrolled down like some time ago and I saw that you put on there that you have absolutely no black in you. I saw that. It's clear. But here you are again trying to identify with being Afro Latina. Where are your facts? Like, we're confused. And this prank you playing, this show you putting up, that you don't want to be on the same stage with your with someone who is exchanging text messages with your aggressor. I thought you like the toughest girl of all the tough girls in the world. I thought you've climbed table, thrown bottle, and physically fought people on the show. So how come you scared now? You scared? Why are you scared? As long as you're not getting physical, OG will not put her hands on you, because once she does, we all know where you will end up at. So you have nothing to worry about. And I like the fact that OG stood her ground. You either call me on the stage and let's talk if you say you tough, or like Cece said, I'm not gonna do it at all. That makes sense. That is a ride or die friend. I think Cece is just giving back to OG what OG gave her like earlier on by standing for her, because all the girls were ready to gang up and bully this girl. So what's the next person? Is her name Christine? Christine should be renamed Lysteen. Lie and Steen, because she has lied from the beginning to the end. She is trying to make Cece look like this very bad person. How can you wake up and say Cece is the reason why Byron does not want to talk to you? What sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense at all, because one, Byron is an elderly man. He's grown, very responsible man. A man that has his life together. He's not a child. So why would Cece just wake up and say, "Oh, Byron, I don't want you talking to Christine or her entire family," and he just wake up and say, "Okay, I'm not talking to Christine again because you say so." Does that make sense? And this girl is explaining to you over and over again that I am not the reason why Byron does not want to talk to you. The man has sense. He can sense things. He knows when there's a problem. He knows when problem enters his family. And I'm just shocked that Malaysia cannot see that for herself, but rather she's just feeding into everything you're telling her. Shoni, who should be like a business person, a responsible woman that takes care of an entire family, is also feeding into that. Not to talk of Evelyn Lizada. As for Jackie, I like the fact that you behind OG and CC. I like the fact that you're holding your own. And I was proud of you this season that you did not let Phoebe ride off your established fame. Phoebe does not have any fame. She has absolutely nothing to lose. So she was trying to continue that beef with you, like bringing up story about your daughter. Like every family have story. It's not your place, Phoebe, to point people flaws out. That is uncalled for. So Phoebe, get a life. And like I said, Jackie, thank you so much for holding it down. You just showing how true of a friend you are. And keep being that good woman, that business woman, that smart and intelligent woman that we all know you are. Keep being that person. And now for CC. CC, you are one gorgeous woman, inside and out. And I like how you stood your ground this season, like the the last show. I like how you put Evelyn in her place. They did not see that coming at all. They never saw that coming. And I think it's super classy of you to always walk away from problems, but then when they put you in that tight corner, you just retaliate and you let all of them have it. Thanks, Cece. Thanks for putting a big, huge smile on my face. Now, for Tammy Roman, I just wish you all the best. I kind of feel like you above the show now because you're doing like huge things. And I like the fact that you also like an anti-bullying person. You hated the fact that all the girls were ganging up on OG, so you had to like cut right through the bullshit. So thanks for being a fan. Thanks for being a fan of OG. Thanks for being there for her. Thanks for calling a spade a spade. You are one of the people we need in society just to get things going straight. And now to OG, the last but not the least, like the star of the show. I'm sure you have given every African woman in the US a reason to want to fight for what they believe in. I like the fact that you are strong. I like the fact that you don't follow crowd, but you create your own path for other people to follow. I would love to see you back on the show, but however, if Shawnee decides to be messy or problematic or just not call you back because she feels like you have taken over the entire show because the world sees it. It is only the name OG that pops out once they type basketball wives. Like you are the star of the show. And I'm sure by now, if you can start your own reality show with like CC, with like Tammy and how you call her, Jackie, this will pull like an entire crowd because people are looking forward to seeing black women coming together to lift each other up, not claiming tables, not throwing bottles, not throwing tables or anything of that sort. If you guys should come up with something, trust me, a lot of people will be interested in what you have to offer. I thank you so much for being the star of the day. You got me smiling big time for being an African living in the US. So, guys, tell me what's your take on everything I had to talk about today. And I am super excited waiting for the reunion tomorrow. We have like 24 hours left. I can't wait. I don't know what's going to happen, but I kind of feel like how you call her OG will agree to being on a different set whatsoever, which is not fair. I don't want you bowing down, girl. I know how tough and smart you are. So whatever happens, I just need everybody to put their comment on here. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the reunion that is due to happen in 24 hours. And once again, my name is Gerald, the African Dream Interpreter. If you have dreams, if you have questions about dreams, feel free to comment at the bottom of this video or just send me an email and I will be able to reply you at my earliest convenience. I interpret dreams and I actually have a gift. I can tell when someone is about to die. I just know. So tell me what you think. And I have an upcoming dream interpretation class that is scheduled to start at the 16th of October of 2019. If you have interest in learning how to interpret dreams, to be able to interpret your own dreams without the help of a dream interpreter, feel free to contact me and feel free to join my class. Just type the name class, CLASS, in the address bar and in the subject bar, I'm sorry, type class in the subject bar and send me an email. I will send you like a full information on the class. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching. And remember to share, subscribe, and just like my channel so as to have more updates. And click that button so as to get updates whenever I upload a new video. Thank you. And don't be different. Don't change you for anything. Be like OG. She stands up for what she believes in. Thanks, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.